Hey guys, this is All Fishing, and I'm going to show you my go-to baits in situations, and I'm going to show you my new bait caster and the bait caster reel rod I have for it. Let's get started. I got the Abu Garcia Silver Max. It's got a flipping switch on it, and it's got 6 ball bearings. Its gear to 1 ratio is 6:1, and overall this is a really nice reel. I'm trying to get the Abu Garcia Max series, and I'm gonna sooner or later I'm probably gonna end up getting the Black Max. If not, I think I'm gonna get a Lew's reel. They're really nice. And so another great attachment is on this reel. It just got the flipping switch right here. And if you turn it on, the thing that it does is when you click to cast, if you click it and you let go, it clicks out. And then if you turn it off and then you click it, it stays. And you have to reel to click it. And that's a really good attachment, because if you have like 30-pound test, 30-pound braid, and you're going to go flipping, then it's really good to have it to where you don't have to click your reel once you already cast it. It's just something you don't have to do. And I'm going to be doing multiple things with this rod and reel, but the first thing I'm going to be doing with it is sort of like a jig reel. This is a chatterbait with the Lake Fork Magic Shad boot and boot tail, and this is a really nice swim bait. If you guys look up Lake Fork guy, he's a really good fisherman on YouTube. If you look him up, he'll show you, he has a video just on these. These are really good, especially when you attach them with the chatterbait, and especially these colors. And yeah, now I'll show you my rod that I got with it. I got it as a combo because Abu Garcia has pretty good combos. It says right here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's backwards, actually. Let me flip it around. "7-foot medium, 3/8." Yeah, and it's actually got the name Silver Max on it. It's designed for this reel. It's a medium heavy, and it seems to be holding up pretty good. I mean, it's got a fast tip action that seems like it'll help a lot. So overall, I think this rod is going to be pretty good. I mean, it is coming as a combo, but Abu Garcia, I've heard, makes good combos, so we'll see how that goes for me. Alright, now I'm going to show you some baits to go to in situations. I'm going to start off with weights and hooks. For Texas rigs, I use a little different hook from everyone else. I use a weighted straight hook, and this little bill right here helps your worm stay, and so it doesn't get, so you don't lose your worm, and the worm doesn't get chewed up as much, and it looks a little different when you're hooking it. And for this one, for this particular hook, I like to use a little smaller of a weight, like a 3/8 ounce bullet weight, and yeah, that's perfect. And the type of worm that I would use for it, something small, like this is perfect right here. It's in sexy shad color with green and yellow flakes. The way I hook it is just like any other Texas rig. You just have it come out the top, like so. And you hook it, just like you would any other. And it looks a little different from any other, but it actually, I think it lets the worm move a lot more. And when it bites down, it has more of a chance of hooking it, because when you bite it down like that, the hook comes straight out, just like that. So if I pull down like that, the hook comes right out. And if you let go, it goes right back into place. That's why I like these hooks. And yeah, so if you're using a Senko, like Gary Yamamoto Senko, I like to use really small Texas rig hooks. And the way I use them is like so. I like hooking this like this, so when you hook it, it has 2 contact points in the worm, and when it has 2 contact points, it's harder for the fish to get the hook back. And the way this sits, it makes it so it's harder to take the worm off or for it to break. And the rubber band in the middle is so your worm is more likely to stay there. And I like this a lot better than using something like this. But sometimes the blood red hooks do a lot better than these. I don't know why, but they just do sometimes. And a weird worm that I got from Lake Fork smells like crap. I'm really hoping this works, because if it smells this bad, it's gotta work. I'm gonna wacky rig this, and I'm also gonna try Texas rigging it. I don't know which one's gonna do better, but I'm guessing I'm gonna catch both. I'm gonna catch fish on both of them. So yeah. The reason the go-to situation for a Texas rig, like Texas rigging a worm, my go-to situation for that is like, what I like to do when I catch fish is I want to sight them out with a crankbait, get one fish on a crankbait, and then go to a worm. When you go to a worm, it's seeing something different every time, and when you're throwing a crankbait, it's not going to change unless you change your crankbait. So that's how I like doing that. Or sight them with a spinnerbait, like this Strike King that I have. And I got a trailer on it. This is a extremely good spinnerbait. And there's only really one situation to do this in, and that's flipping. And when I'm flipping, I like to use jig heads, or I like the Texas rig. And when I do that, I think it's better, because if you can get it right in their face, or you just throw it on some lily pads right when it hits the water, if the bass doesn't bite it, let it sink to the bottom, jig it up a couple times, and if it doesn't bite it, the bass is not going to bite. So try something else or go to a different spot. Another thing I like to use is lizards. They hate lizards so much, they'll eat it just because they hate them so much. I mean, that's a really good, it's a June bug color with turquoise flake. And this is Yum blue and black double-sided. And that is imitating like a crawfish. And a tube is imitating a worm. So when you go and it goes into there, they'll bite it, because it's either they're hungry or they're just being territorial. hope you guys liked my video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.